We usually assume that surviving a profound mistake requires total erasure. To truly start over, the past must be destroyed. But what happens when the past cannot be deleted? When a history of failure is permanently etched into the public record, moving forward becomes a psychological trap. In this village, a woman has become a fixed point. Her neighbors don't see a person. They see a walking archive of everything she has done wrong. The village has replaced her name with a set of reductive markers: unclean, sinner, unwanted. This leads to a specific protocol of avoidance. Neighbors will cross to the opposite side of the road, literally walking around her shadow to keep their own records clean. The central node is the woman. These red circles are the boundaries formed by collective memory. As they tighten, they form a cage. She is locked out of their respect, trapped in a space where dignity cannot grow. If the only path to a new life is a forgotten past, she has no path at all. The village refuses to forget, leaving her entirely without hope. Then, one afternoon, the daily rhythm of avoidance is broken. The overarching pattern of the village simply stops. Jesus simply stops walking. He plants his feet in the exact spot where everyone else has been conditioned to hurry past. It isn't a loud moment. He doesn't shame the crowd or perform a miracle that wipes the villagers' memories clean. Instead, he speaks to her. He treats her as a person who possesses inherent value, regardless of the label she's wearing. This is the central tension of the moment. Her past is still there. The neighbors still remember every mistake. Nothing in the record has changed. This diagram tracks two different ways of seeing. The bottom line is the record of her actions, fixed and heavy. But notice this second path. It pulls her identity away from her history, treating who she is as something distinct from what she has done. Grace doesn't work by subtracting from the past. Instead, it works by adding something new to the present that is heavier than the history behind it. After the conversation ends, the village looks exactly the same. The social friction and the judging eyes of her neighbors haven't moved. But as the woman begins her walk home, she is carrying a different internal reality into that same environment. Her mind is no longer looping through the names the village called her. The neighbors remember her mistakes, but she remembers his eyes. When seen with this clarity, it strikes the labels the village imposed. The light's authority fractures the riz of categories that kept her trapped. As it absorbs the fragments, it creates a new foundation. This restoration gives her worth, no longer depending on their approval. We may never be able to erase a broken history, but when someone is finally seen for who they are rather than what they did, they're no longer a prisoner of their own past.